Hello, Trailblazer parents. This is Michelle Marshall, one of your students' Gapp teachers if you're new to our program. Just a little side note, you're going to hear me say Trailblazers a lot. Here at the Great Southwest, we team our students, and so we have team names. Our team name as the Gapp group is called the Trailblazers, so if you hear me say that, that's why. First of all, to all my incoming 6th graders who are soon to be 7th graders, congratulations on being accepted into our program, and we know that you're going to have a great time, learn a ton, and have the best middle school experience you could possibly have. So if you heard me speak at any of the nights where we were trying to recruit students, you know that we are planning a huge Keys trip for March of 2017, and we're going to Marine Lab. So I just wanted to take a second just to show you what the website looks like, some of the awesome things that are going on. It is a snorkeling trip. It's a environmentally friendly trip where we're learning about Florida's ecosystem. We're learning about conservation. It's just phenomenal. I can't wait. So here's some of the details. We're going March 6th through 8th of 2017. Ideally we'd like to go when it's more springtime. However, you guys know that the testing schedule is just crazy. So going in March ensures that we're not going to miss any state assessments, which is its own challenge. So we are able to take 90 students and 10 adults, and in those 10 adults, that includes us 4 Gapp teachers. And I'll talk about chaperoning probably in August. Every parent I've spoken to right now wants to go, so we're going to have to refine that process and figure out who exactly we can take. So the cost of Marine Lab is insane. Based on the 2016 prices, it's about $435 per student. That's not including the charter buses that we're going to have to take down. So I'm roughly estimating it's going to be about $500 per student. I don't foresee it being more than that. It could be a little less. We're just going to have to wait and see when I get the prices, when I get the final count of students, when I get the quotes back from the charter bus companies. All of the stuff that goes into it, we'll definitely relay that as soon as we know. A Marine Lab is an all-inclusive experience, so there's no sending money. Once we pay them, we're done. That includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And their standard program that we're doing, the 3-day, 2-night program, includes so much. As teachers, it's like the best thing ever because we just have to do the fundraising and the logistics. When we get down there, they handle everything. So, snorkeling trips, and let me just say that if you're worried about that, Marine Lab does a swim test prior to anybody going out. You can see that on day 1 at 2 p.m. That's really to ensure that, one, students can swim, but also to assess what their skill level is. I know there's concerns always, first of all, of kids going out of town, but secondly, when they're in the water, there's another huge concern. So let me just ensure that these people are phenomenal. They definitely know what they're doing. There's plenty of lifeguards on the boats when we go out, and everything is just really taken care of. But that's not really why I'm having this presentation. It's really to talk about money. I know that finances for any family in this day and age are rough, and $500 for some parents seems just totally unattainable. And I just want to say, here at the Great Southwest, we're really committed to bringing as much opportunities, or as many opportunities as we can, to ensure that every child that wants to go is able. So the deposit that I have to pay by this summer, and I don't have a firm date on when this deposit is due, is roughly $11,745. That's based on the 2016 prices, which if we take 90 students is about $130.50. I have to pay it this summer. My boss, Mr. Shear, your principal, would love to write me a check for $11,000. Unfortunately, that's just not in the budget. We have to, as a club, as a group, as a team of students and parents and teachers, we have to pay that ourselves. So each student is going to be responsible for paying their portion of the trip, and other than the deposit, we're going to be able to, we have a year to come up with that money. You have a year to come up with $500. And I'm saying that, when we talk about outside of the deposit, we can probably even take money after. I know tax time's huge for a lot of families. We currently did that this past school year with our school trip. So that can be thought of. But what really my focus is right now is getting that deposit paid. I know in the past, and a lot of you coming from elementary school, things were done as a group, as a school. There were school fundraisers. Everything went into a huge account to pay for that field trip. And here at the middle school level, we do things a little bit different. So what's going to happen is we're going to set each student up with their own account through the school. So all the money received from payments, fundraisers, is just going to directly impact the student. Anything that we do raise as a group, however, as teachers, as students, that's not a specific fundraiser, will absolutely go to pay down the overall blanket fee. So fundraising is going to have to be an integral part of getting our students to the keys. The first thing that I did set up when I had my parent meeting on Thursday night was a parent group. And so at the end of this presentation, I'm going to have my email up. If you'd like to be part of the parent group fundraising committee, please email me your name, your student's name, your email address, because that's primarily how we're going to communicate, and your phone number. In that group, I really want to get some suggestions for fundraisers. And let me just again caution you, if you're going to be new to the middle school experience, a lot of things that work in elementary school unfortunately don't work at the middle school level because we have so many different clubs that are trying to raise money. Orchestra does fundraisers, band does fundraisers, chorus does fundraisers, TSA does every group you can imagine has to make money and has to find a way to do it. So whereas in the elementary school where you could do a school-wide pie sale, it becomes a thing, well, band does that, so we can't. So I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying that we have to get a little creative in what we do. Like I said, us teachers are very committed. My administration is committed. We are committed to do what we can to lighten the load. So I have an opportunity that's coming up for all of you. It's a school-wide yard sale. It's going to be May 14th. I know my times here say 8 to 2. I've never really done a yard sale, so they're saying till 2 p.m. is a little ambitious. My boss is thinking, well, it's probably going to be 8 to noon. We can adjust the times if we need to. But kind of in this picture here, and this is not our school, this is kind of what I'm envisioning, is that we have tables set up per family that wants to participate, and those families are selling their own things that they've procured. So this is not going to be something where all the money we raise goes to pay down that $11,000. Every family, what they raise at their table and they give to me at the end of the day is just going to pay for their student. Because I have some families that are in different financial situations. I have some families that are going to just cut me a check for the $500 right away, and they said, thanks, but no thanks, I'm not going to fundraise, and that's fantastic. But then I have families like, I can't do that. I have to pay my mortgage. I have other things, and things are a little rough, and I certainly get that. We're teachers, haha. But, so I think that it just is more equitable if everybody just kind of works on their own to pay off their portion of the field trip. So I am lucky enough that we have a place to store things here on campus. We have a couple portables that the district is allowing me to use with air conditioning so we can be climate controlled. So my thoughts are that if you have things that, if your family wants to be a part of this, you need to, again, email me, and my email will come up at the end of this video. And let me know that, yes, we're going to be participating in the yard sale. On the flip side of that, if you really don't have anything to sell, but you are wanting to do baked goods, you can also have a baked goods table, and your family can certainly do that, and it's encouraged. But when I say the 14th, I want the kids here, I want families here on the night of the 13th, that Friday night, to get the cafeteria set up. That would entail like using the hand cart and dollies and all that stuff to bring the stuff from the portables to the cafeteria so we're ready to go at 8 o'clock in the morning on the 14th. So again, if you really, really want to be a part of this, and I hope you do, please email me, let me know that I need to reserve a table for your family. Now, I have a question mark with concessions. Here's my other thoughts. If I can get donated sodas if we have someone that wants to do hot dogs or stuff like that. And we have to be careful with hot dogs and food. Instead of selling it, we would do suggested donations. But that's certainly a possibility too. Again, just email me. But with the sodas, people will buy sodas for $1. It's hot. Let's sell it. So the way to help out with that, if you can donate a 12-pack or 2 of sodas, and you can just leave it in the front office and say, just tell the wonderful front office lady, Miss Gloria, that it's for me. She'll send it to my room, and then we'll just put that toward the $11,000. So, a couple things. First off, if you are just wanting to put your student's name down to go on the trip, that's number one. I need to know who is interested. You need to email me. Number 2, if you want to be part of the parent group fundraising committee, email me. Number 3, if you'd like to be part of the rummage sale, either in the bake sale capacity or the rummage sale capacity, please again email me and denote in your email which or both you're interested in. So here's my contact info. It's marshall.michelle@brevardschools.org. That is the best way to reach me. I'm not even going to put my phone number and extension up here to my classroom because I don't have a blinky phone. And as a person, I will tell you this is not my greatest thing that I do. I'm awful at returning phone calls. So email, I will usually email you back that day. Even on the weekends, I have it linked to my phone, so you're not bothering me. If you are, I just won't return your email. If you have any questions, and I'm sure you do, please, again, don't hesitate to email me. And obviously, we're going to have many more conversations about this. Just another thing I want to bring up that I mentioned to parents when I had my meeting is that it's okay for you as a parent to go ahead and on your social media page to set up a GoFundMe account. Start soliciting money from friends and neighbors. I mean, if you want to get a private scholarship from your place of business, that is perfectly okay. There's things that you can do as parents and students that I'm really limited to as a public employee. So if you have any questions regarding any of that, again, just shoot me an email. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you. This trip is awesome. It is going to rock. We are super excited to be able to offer this opportunity to our students. So on that note, I'll leave you, and I hope to hear from you soon.